Don't nobody go in the bathroom for about 45 minutes. Somebody open the window.
Cold gummy bears? New toilet seats? Extra underwear? Coloring books? Is this a random Tuesday shopping cart in Parenthood? No, these are riders of bands. There's been some bizarre requests from artists over the years. Let's explore the various gadgets they've asked for, why no one likes Dasani, and the many other quirky characteristics of these bands. Starting with the Beach Boys, an environmentally conscious band. They preferred recycle bins in the dressing room and plastic cups over styrofoam. 3 fresh cans of Copenhagen, no more than a week old. I wonder what they used for a spitter being environmentally conscious. Was it in its own new plastic cup stuffed with a paper towel that they requested? That seems wasteful. Or did they drink a bottle of water or beer and use that as a spitter? Be careful with spitters in a dark bottle. Pick up the wrong bottle and warm syrup Copenhagen? Ugh, nasty. Also requested was a carton of Marlboro Lights, a book of matches, and Bic lighters. Even then you couldn't go wrong with Bic. It's a superior brand. Their lighters have had a decline in sales over the years because of the rise in vaping. I never was a smoker, but the two-piece aesthetic of lighter plus cigarette has a way cooler visual than a light-up pen that hums.
But you wouldn't see Fidel Castro trying to lead an entire country with a vape pen. Enter the Cuba. Why is it like you guys are always trying to hide it? It's like you're a 4-year-old and you got the last Capri Sun and everyone's going to get it from you.
They also requested China dinner plates, which shows their generation of boomers. Nowadays, fine china has gone the way of the landline. Finally, they requested Betty Crocker popcorn and a masseuse. There's a Deshaun Watson joke in here somewhere, but yeah. Bob Dylan. Now, before you get at me, I never got into Bob Dylan. I know a lot of people love him. He's a great storyteller. Yeah. I know. But he writes like Steinbeck, but sings like a cat in a drain pipe. It's not for me. I tried to listen to him during the making of this, but I just can't do it. So I'm going to take a slight dig at him here. He requested a full-length mirror in his dressing room, probably so he can appear to be taller than his 5'7" frame and his 7.5-foot shoe size.
And by the way, you can take off those boots. Everyone knows you're 5'6".
5'8", 5'7".
Blink-182. Blink-182's always been off the wall. Their influence in the early 2000s was extreme, and their resurgence is taking the current youth by storm currently. They were Corona drinkers back then, and also requested no styrofoam, as well as a carton of Marlboro Lights, and lesbian magazines, and a set of J. Crew brand boxers. Odd that this was the only clothing request by them, but what we know about Mark, Tom, and a dog, it doesn't surprise me at all. They also requested a toaster oven, either to cook their paninis with, or to take inside the bath with them. Finally, a Kodak camera with flash. Oh, the days before the iPhone and Androids. I'd love to see their tour manager at the time, Rick DeVoe, stop by the local Walgreens and ask to develop a roll film. I'm sure there was a lot of dick pics and all sorts of tomfoolery captured in that roll of 27 photos. I also assume, once the film had ended, many just scrolled the wheel. What a satisfying feeling that was. Perhaps a nostalgic divine? Jack White. Outside of being a quirky artist, Jack is one of my favorite. He's a leader in the industry. He's helped bring back vinyls with his Third Man Records label, and his riders are nothing short of what I expected. No alcohol for the driver. Smart move there. And no bananas.
Why'd you put the bananas in there?
George likes the bananas!
So let him have bananas on the side!
They did prefer chicken wings, Coca-Cola, a New York strip steak, and chocolate. Oh, and a homemade guacamole recipe. Check it out here. I love how the recipe has the Third Man Records logo behind it. I actually learned something from this. I never knew you would keep avocados pits inside the guacamole to keep it fresh. I haven't made this yet, but I do plan to in the future. Now on to America's favorite Christian rock band, The Killers. I'm kidding. But there are many that think that. They requested Dr. Pepper, Coca-Cola, premium beers, and Coors Light. So many artists I look into request Coors Light. I don't know why. I guess they like the taste of water.
And beer with no taste.
However, the one thing that the Killers do stand out for is their liquor game. It sets them apart from all other artists. They have their own schedule. On Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, it's for Absolute Vodka and Maker's Mark. Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday are for Gin and Jack, while Sunday was was for Jameson and tequila.
Open bar, dude!
Before we get into the main act of Iggy Pop, I'm going to throw out a few other common amenities that artists requested. First, no Dasani. Most artists chose Evian. Dasani seems to be disliked throughout the whole industry. What are your thoughts? Weird Al had a no fast food, lasagna, or turkey request and wanted good Chardonnay, preferably Yellowtail. Seriously, Yellowtail? Good? If you're going to take that route, you might as well go with Franzia or Black Box. That way, if the tides turn and the night hits its apex, you can at least slap the bag. Pauly D had a crew of 4 that required a $150 per diem for each day. That was probably spent on hookers or blow. Oh, wait, that was reserved for the situation. Steve Miller, on the other hand, requested 12 cloves of garlic and would even allow attendees of the show to rush the stage during the Joker. But once you got close, they probably backed off and let him do his thing. That mic probably smelled worse than sitting on Santa's lap after he worked 8 straight hours at the ball and asking you, have you been helping around the house and being nice to your brothers? Now let's get to Iggy Pop. His rider from 2006 is epic. It's hands down the best rider you'll find. It's a story, not just a document. While I browse through the former riders, Iggy Pop's is a must-read. You'll find it entertaining, and it makes a strong attempt to check whether the reader truly paid attention to their list of demands. Artists will request equipment from time to time, and the Stooges needed to confirm that the amps had been tested prior to the show. They had to work. They didn't want one that came back from the Insane Clown Pussy show where they had a pissing contest on it. They also needed 2 Marshall slant A's and 2 straight B's. He writes, it's a shame, isn't it? If they were all straight A's, the whole stack would have qualified for a scholarship to Oxford. Their loss, our gain / master volume. Nice pun there, Iggy.
Mr. Blutowski. 0.0.
Straight cymbal stands were required as they are an equal opportunity band. So gay is okay too, but they just won't get the job. 2006. You can't say that today. But hey, we'll let it ride. They also preferred 2 heavy floor-mounted fans so a scarf can be worn when pretending to be in a Bon Jovi video. Oh, and a meter is 3 foot 3 inches.
You dumbass!
They did, however, provide their own mic stands. They needed something hard to break and easy to throw. Their light man is great. He admits that he has no idea what he's talking about, but knows what he wants. No smokestacks, save him for the indigenous people, and Big Chief fucks around with drums. Again, something you can't say today, but in 2006, okay. Seriously, just set the scene and leave it. And if you can just put the lights behind the band, do it. It's a distraction to them, and I can guarantee you that the fans leaving this show will not go home whistling about the lights, just like they won't go to gigs to stare at the fucking PA stacks. And finally, to the media, keep your damn cameras out of the performer's face. It'll change the performance, and we don't need a go-kart following us around. The documentary you're going to shoot isn't going to be that good, as it's total chaos on stage. Also, Iggy loves to smash cameras. They also preferred a Bob Hope impersonator to talk about golf, Bing Crosby, and Hollywood. They wanted the food simple, but start with cauliflower and broccoli, cut it into individual florets, and then throw it immediately in the garbage. I wonder if anyone actually did this, and if the band noticed spontaneously. I can just see Iggy's reaction.
Don't get me wrong, I'm not going to sit here and lie to you and tell you that I never get stoned, that I never have a drink, or that I never have casual sex. But I think these things have to be put in perspective.
And finally, 10 packs of American cigarettes. The natural tobacco just hits different. This list was derived from the Smoking Gun website. It hasn't been updated since the early 2000s, but I thought it'd be fun to reminisce on. Thanks for watching. Thanks for the people who have subscribed. I hope you enjoy the videos. Look forward to creating more videos in the future.